With every model airplane I build, I find an opportunity to learn something new and to experiment. On my Ranger 30, I wanted to do a minimal finish as I need to build planes lighter. But I always seem to find out where the weak spots are and think about how to correct them. Here I made the landing gear rubber mounted. And these GWS propellers, I think maybe for indoor, were just too weak. So I replaced them with an APC prop of 7.4. The 7.4 prop I'm using on my 53-inch Maverick, but I'm using a much lower RPM motor on my Ranger 30. But after changing the prop, I found that it had thrown the trim way off, and I had way too much turn to the right. At the field, I made adjustments using the rudder and wingtip weight to get it flying properly, but I made thrust change when I got home. I came to the conclusion that with this propeller and the 1700 kV motor, it was really too much power for the Ranger 30 with an all-sheet balsa wing. I was happy with how well the Ranger did recover. Like in this flight, it was going very vertical, and it managed to pull out of it really pretty well. The last flight, though, I think I did a mislaunch and hit the ground pretty hard, broke the motor loose, and I noticed I had a couple places where the bottom had been punctured, landing in the rough field. After that, I flew my sniffer and really did a job on the wing, but I came up with the idea that, well, I'll put the Ranger wing on the sniffer and fly it. It flew better than I thought it would, but after a couple of flights, I damaged the stab when it hit a cornstalk on landing, so I put that away too. I had a good amount of weight on the tail of the Ranger, so I moved the battery way back. I could have moved the servo too, but that seemed like too much work. But I took the 1300 kV motor that was in the sniffer and put it in the Ranger, and I tried it out with some short flights at a small field, and then went out to the farm and tried longer flights of 10-second motor runs. This got the plane up to a good altitude, but I just made a couple of flights because I didn't want to risk damaging it. I ran across this video I had of Paul Bradley with the Ranger 21 BMJR kit, all sheet balsa rubber powered, and it really flew well for him at the Nats a few years ago. There is also a Ranger 28, which is a more stick version of the Ranger, and there's a Ranger 42, which was an all-foam RC airplane.